Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Not everything can be learned from school, internet, or the library. Sometimes the only thing we to advance is to learn directly from the person who knows. A mentor. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. However, mentor does not have to be a fixer who just help on building and understanding your talent to use your talents to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Why is mentorship so essential? Because they are a ready source of information, they appraise us perfectly, and they provide us the much needed encouragement and motivation. Aren't these the characteristics of coach? I got confused and surfed into the internet and found out that coach provides or focuses on the tasks and skill development, whereas mentors focuses on relationship and personal development. Coach is responsible for training, whereas mentee is responsible for learning. This is an eye-opening difference for me because what we could not complain that our mentor didn't come forward to teach us. However, the good news is we get to poke our mentors whenever we want. The coaching is mainly for the short term, for training and self-development or for providing the feedbacks. On the other hand, mentoring is lifelong or for a long period of time for sharing experiences. After all these differences, I came to know that I have multiple coaches, but just a handful of mentors in my life who had a big hand in shaping my life. Nevertheless, I had mentors in each and every phase of my life. But I would like to share top 3 mentors today. The number 1, all of you Toastmasters. Every day we came to learn, the opportunity to learn, and joining the Toastmaster was an opportunity, yet intimidating, until I met Toastmaster Ritu, who explained each and everything about the club, the Toastmasters, and I was over the moon when I came to know that I get a mentor as well. She helped me in the icebreaker speech, and later Toastmaster Ubis was my mentor. He was approachable and his feedbacks were clear, and the sandwich method that he used to advise me made me feel comfortable and boosted my confidence. I still remember that day when he was listening my speech and he quickly followed me up and telling me that you delivered your speech by standing, delivery was good. However, your body language was telling differently. You were impatient to give the speech and your head was moving differently. I was so blessed or grateful for having he as my mentor because he was giving the constructive feedback which I could use in my next speeches. I must say that directly or indirectly, the feedbacks, the speeches that I listened to has made me to put or compel me to put the protege hat in order to get the information from all of you Toastmasters to be a better speaker and better mentee. The second mentor that I would like to share is Susan ma'am. During my final year project in engineering, I was struggling with the project and I wished if I had a mentor like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, anyone would work. Hey, raise your hand if you think if you had mentor in your life would make your life much easier or better. Okay, I see many hands raising. Yes, I feel the same. So I leave no stones unturned during the quest of my mentor. One of the turning point of my life, I would say that I met Susan ma'am as my mentor, and she was working as a project lead in the well-known IT company. She not only helped us in the project, but also helped us in delivering the project and presentation. We had a very good bonding. We talked often. She instantly became my role model, my mentor, who had saved my life and given me the better perspective to see what I can aim for in my working life. Now, the third and the most closest mentor of my life, my family. The earliest memory of me being a mentee is, I guess I was in class 1 with my sister. She is just 1.5 years older than me, but the way she guided me in the academics throughout the life till now is much better than my teachers, to be honest. I remember when I was having a hard time during the organic chemistry in my 12th grade, I ran into my sister's room and said, I dedicatedly need your help. And she gave me this detailed diagram notes, and with that motivation, which helped me to get the highest marks in the subject. My brother, who is much younger than me, but me as a protege, you know what I learned from him? That we need to work at least few hours a day so that we could help others out of altruism. So who says that the younger one cannot be the mentors? And how could I exclude my default mentors, my family, my parents? My father, who always preaches about willpower, and he lets me to hang in there and never give up. On the other hand, my mother is a happy-go-lucky person and subtly tells me to never take life too seriously. My family is my all-time mentors. What I always found amazing was that my mentors saw more in myself than I saw in myself. So, having said that, you can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot force him to drink the water. Similarly, a mentor can guide, support, but you are the one to take that decision. Being a humble and open-minded mentee to our mentors is what it is needed in order to shape our life to the way we wish for. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmasters Suman. Toastmaster Sanjana, you started your speech by saying not everything can be learned from schools, books, or internet. Sometimes we need someone who can show us, and I totally agree with you. Toastmaster Sanjana, when I came to know that I will be evaluating you today, I was expecting some amazing speech, and you did not let me down. And I'm not saying this out of altruism. I really mean it. Toastmaster Sanjana, I loved your structure. You had clear introduction. We were aware what you were going to talk about. You had clear body paragraphs. You described difference between coach and mentor. You also introduced your 3 mentors, Toastmaster US, Toastmaster, I forgot the second mentor, and your family. And your conclusion was a summary of your speech and had a call to action. You can, and I really liked it, and I believe that you can lead a horse to the water but cannot force to drink it. So if we want to improve, we need to work ourselves. No one can force us. I totally agree with you, Toastmaster Sanjana. I commend you on your perfect stance, purposeful movement, eye contact throughout the speech. And I was wondering how you were able to do all this magic. Now I know you were following your mentor's feedback. No wonder mentors save our lives. This is clearly evident that you were listening to your mentors and being a good protege. I also commend you on using word of the day. Now, no matter how good we are, at Toastmaster, we have learned that there is always a room for improvement. So let me give you some recommendations. You had good hand gestures, but sometimes I felt like you were overusing it. I loved it when you said over the moon, but the overuse was quite distracting sometimes. And at one point, I found that you were using, like you were pointing your hand to indicate you. Like, I personally don't prefer that. If I were at your position, I would have done this. That would be better way. That would show that you were being modest. And I also felt like you were fumbling sometimes. If you avoided that, your speech would have been fabulous. All in all, I enjoyed your speech today. I'm looking forward to listening many more such speeches. All the best, Toastmaster Sanjana, and congratulations on completing your level 2. Over to you, General Evaluator.